So parents, teachers and carers, we've just seen in the left-right basics how the left side is colored blue and all the letters that start on the left side is on the blue side, have their starting points on the left side, and on the right side, which is red, the letters start on the right hand side. And now we are going to continue with that, but we're not going to use the animals and the peacocks and so on. We're going to use the letters themselves. So again, we have the doll in the middle, which is blue on the left and red on the right hand side, also in front. Okay, so I'm going to put it back because we're going to see now what happens when the child builds the puzzle. The first order of business that we do now is to empty out all the letters onto the table. So there we are, we've emptied the entire puzzle of all the pieces, of course, except for the doll, and all the pieces are lying here all jumbled up. And you can see through the first layer, the second layer has pictures of objects and animals, the word which starts with the letters that are lying there. Now then, our next step would be to sort these letters so that they sit upright, so that we can see what they are and where the starting line is. Now, as you can see, each and every one of these letters have a dotted line, and the letter actually sits on the dotted line. So the next step would be to sort them in such a way that they all sit upright. Okay, so we've accomplished our purpose. We've sorted them all in such a way that they sit on the dotted line, so we can see the letter upright, not upside down. We won't confuse the N and the U with each other, because the U sits on that side on the dotted line and the N sits with its legs on the dotted line. Okay, so, and we can also see the starting points. So our next job would be to sort all of these into three groups. The one group with the starting points on the left hand side, the starting points on the left, the middle group, the ones that do not have a left or a right side, and of course then the group that fits in the right hand side with their starting points on the right hand side. Okay, let's do that. So there we are, we've successfully sorted them in the two groups, actually three groups. The group on this side are all letters that have their starting points on the blue side or the left side. You can see, there we go, all of them start on the left hand side. And all the letters that are grouped in this group have their starting points on the right hand side. Of course, there's always that one exception, which is J, which starts on the right hand side and curves to the left. But we're more concerned now about all the letters that start on the right hand side. And then of course our third group is the L and the I that do not have a right side or a left side. Okay, so our next step would be to sort this group into letters with long necks, letters without necks or tails, and letters with long tails. And then after that, we sort that group into letters with long necks, letters without necks or tails, and letters with long tails. And then we start building them into the puzzle again. Let's do that. Okay, so there we are. We've successfully divided them further into three groups each. The ones that start on the left hand side into three groups, the ones with the long necks, and then in the middle the ones without the necks or the tails, and at the bottom the ones with long tails. And the same goes for the pieces, the letters that start on the right hand side. First of all, those with the long necks, there we go, those without necks or tails, and lastly with long tails, and then of course the I and the L. So now we can proceed to fit the pieces into their correct positions. Okay, so one thing about all the Little Genius puzzles is they are always self-correcting. So in other words, a puzzle piece never ever fits in the incorrect position. So the final confirmation to the puzzle builder that his answer is correct is that the piece fits. Okay, so let's start with the letters with long necks, the ones that start on the left-hand side. So that would be these. Okay, let's start with a T. Now let's see what our options are. We've got butterfly, T for, no, for butterfly, T for horse, no, kangaroo, no, tortoise, that must be the one. Let's see if it fits. It does fit, so now we know our answer is correct. The next one, K. Okay, our options are butterfly, no, horse, no, kangaroo. Yes, that sounds correct. Let's see if it fits. Yes, and our answer is confirmed to be correct. Next one would be H or H. Our options are butterfly, no, horse, yes. Let's see if that fits. Yes, there we go. And then the last one, B, and we've got one left, butterfly. Let's see if it fits. Yes, that's correct. Now we've got the ones without necks or tails. Let's start with Z. Our options are elephant, no, rhinoceros, no, nest, no, whale, no, X-ray, no, zebra. That sounds correct. Let's see if our answer is correct. Yes, it fits, so our answer is correct. The next one is V. Our options: elephant, rhinoceros, nest, whale, X-ray, none of them, umbrella, no, mouse, no, violin, yes. Let's see if our answer is correct. Yes, it is. Next one is X. Our options: elephant, rhinoceros, nest, whale, X-ray. There's the one. Let's see if our answer is correct. And yes, it is. Next one, U for A. U. Let's see our options: elephant, rhinoceros, nest, whale, umbrella. That sounds correct. Let's test our answer. That's correct. The next one is M or M. Our options are elephant, no, rhinoceros, no, nest, no, whale, no, mouse, yes. Let's try it and see if we are correct. That's correct. Next one would be W or W. Let's see our options: elephant, no, rhinoceros, no, nest, no, whale, yes. Let's see. Yes, that fits correctly. Next one is E. Let's see our options: elephant. That sounds correct right at the start. Let's see if it fits. Yes, great. We're doing fine. Next one is N. N. Our options: rhinoceros, no, nest, yes. Let's test our answer. Yes, it's correct. And then R, that would be rhinoceros. There we go. I'm going to make an on purpose mistake to show you how the self-correctors work. Okay, the next one would be the ones with the long tails. Y for penguin. Yes, let's say that's our answer. Let's see if it fits. No, it does not fit. So we made a mistake. We start again. Let's see what our options are. We know penguin is not correct. Yacht. That sounds better. Let's see if it fits. Yes. And of course the last one, P for penguin. Let's see if that fits. And it does. So we've got all the letters that start on the left-hand side built, and we know an object or an animal that starts, of which name starts with that particular letter. Now let's do the ones that start on the right hand side. First of all, the ones with the long necks. F. What are our options? Dog? No. What about frog? Yes. Let's try. And it fits. So our answer is correct. Next one, dog. We've only got dog left, so D for dog. And it fits, to confirm its correctness. Then we've got A for apple. These are the ones without necks or tails, which would fit into this block, into these depressions. Okay, the first one, A. Let's see our options. For cat, no. For spider, no. For octopus, no. For apple, yes. Let's try it. That's correct. Next one, O. Let's see our options. Cat, no. Spider, no. octopus. Let's try it. That's correct. Next one, K, C for cat. That sounds correct. Let's try it. And yes, we're correct. And then the last one in this group, S or S for spider. That sounds right to me. Let's see. And it is correct. Our second last group are the ones with the long tails that start on the right hand side, and they would fit into these depressions. Okay, so the first one is Q. Let's see our options. Jar, no. Goat, no. Queen, that sounds right to me. Let's see if our answer is correct. If it fits, it will be. It is correct. Okay, then the next one, G. Our options are jar, no. Goat, yes, that sounds right to me. Let's see, our answer is correct as well. And the last one, of course, is J for jar. Remember, this is the only exception in the rule because it starts on the right hand side and it curves to the left. Let's see if it fits. It should. There we go. And lastly, we've got the I and the L to fit. Now the L has got a long neck and the I doesn't have a neck or a tail, so it should actually be there. So let's try the L. Let's see our options. Lion, that sounds right to me. And of course, I for ice cream. And remember what I mentioned, when a person talks about himself, he says, I did this, or I do that, or I will do that. We talk about ourselves as I. And the interesting thing is, the letter I falls on the doll's body. Isn't that fascinating? Well, parents, teachers, and carers, we've taught the child all the letters that start on the left-hand side start with a straight line. All the letters that start on the right-hand side start with a curve, with an exception of J. And of course, the ones in the middle is L for lion and I, which falls on my body. Okay, so the one thing, if the child can remember one main thing, and that is if he starts a letter on the right-hand side, it must start with a curve, except for the J. All the letters that start on the right-hand side start with a curve. All of them, of course, except J. So if he wants to start a letter on the right-hand side and it doesn't work, then it shouldn't start on the right-hand side. It should start on the left-hand side. All the letters that start on the right-hand side start with a curve, except for the J. All the letters that start on the left-hand side start with a straight line. All of them. And parents, teachers, and carers, of course, hopefully the child now understands how the starting points and the letters actually relate to his own body, his left side and his right side. Thank you.